here again today. I am going to a crop night tonight, and so when I pack for a crop, and these are drivable ones, these are not ones that I'm flying to, these are ones that I'm driving to. I have this little tote, and literally this was one of the first things that was ever given to me when I started scrapbooking by my mother-in-law, and I've kept it, and it's just my little go-to tote. This used to be my desktop organizer, and now it's my take somewhere when I go, because I have a different organizer for my scrap desk. So I basically just kind of fill this up. I don't stock it full, but I fill it up with the necessities. So here's kind of my basics, and it doesn't have to be these brands, it's just what I have. I always take a pen. You never know when you need to write something or do something, so I like to take a pen. So I love to take a big pair of scissors, and then I like to take a pair of fussy cutting scissors. And these are ones that are like a little spring hinge on them. So I take 2 pairs of scissors, one for large stuff, one for small stuff. I take a spatula just in case I need to get something up or whatever. This is my paper distresser, which I use all the time anyway. Pen-wise, I take a couple of different pens, 3 for writing. I take a black and a brown pen for journaling, and then I take one calligraphy pen, and usually it's brown. It's either brown or black. I have other color pens for when I'm in a journal on my scrapbook pages or cards or do fun things, but I don't want to take everything with me when I go, so I'm kind of packing on the slim side. I take a paper piercer, which is what this little guy is right here, and then I take a mouse pad because then I can put the paper underneath and puncture, so I take both. So this just fits in the side. All of these other things are fitting in the slots right here. Just in case I have little things I need to pick up, this is a quick sticks. This is a little picker, oops, wrong way. This is my little picker upper sticky thing. Sequins, small brads, things like that. Just small, if I don't want to get fine-tuned. Wet glue. And take a decent sized bottle. You don't want to take one that's almost empty because then you're going to get screwed and be like, I need glue, and you don't have it. I take Scotch tape or just regular, just tape. You never know when you're going to need to tape something down like the back of a ribbon or something. I take cardboard because it's really easy to pop things up if you want to elevate objects. You can just tear a little piece off. You also can take, and I probably will do that as well, I will also take some foam dots, so that kind of solves both problems. I have this is just my tools collection. This is the tools that I'm going to take. My paper trimmer, I almost forgot that one time. I had to turn around and come home because that would have made my life really fun. And take an extra blade because you never know when your blade's going to go crappy on you, and halfway through the evening you can't cut anything because you don't have a good blade. Take an extra blade with you. If you use a blade, or if you use the rotary trimmers, take an extra mat or something like that. Last thing is your adhesive. Everybody has different kinds of adhesive. When I go on crops like these, sometimes I like taking my big one, sometimes I don't. It really depends. I have 2 different big ones that I like to use. I probably prefer this one a little bit more often than this one, but you know, it's just kind of how you go. Tonight, I really want to go minimalist, so I'm just taking my little tape runner, and then I'm taking a bunch of refills for it. And then I also know that I'm not going to be doing very thick layouts where I need super duper like massive hold. So this little guy is perfectly fine. So I'm going to pop him in. All my supplies. My plan for this particular crop is to do quick, fast layouts, not bulky, fancy ones like you normally see me do, but very just simple things. And then I also take a little creative sticker in case I need to do a quick stick and I don't want to get fine-tuned into something. So I like having this guy. So now that my little crop tote, and I will probably fill some more things in this, like some small embellishments that I don't want to put somewhere else, but this thing is not super heavy. It's got all my tools in it that I need. Now I'm ready to move on to pictures. So it's a little bit of pre-prep time when it comes to doing your pictures, but if you organize your pictures before you go and you kind of write what's going on, some basic stuff, organize it in a file folder, in Ziploc baggies, whatever. And so when you're ready to do your next layout, you just pull out the next bag of pictures, and then it's done. Whatever you want to work on next, they're ready to go. They have a little bit of information, it's on there. And if you write things like Valentine's Day, Easter, you know, kind of have some information, it'll make the next step go even faster. And then just put everything into a nice big bag, and you're set to go. It is time for embellishments. Now, because I went through and labeled all my things, I was able to pull some embellishments that fit. So I've got Halloween stickers, and I've got, you know, just kind of cute stickers, more Halloween. Stickers are a really easy way, and I'm just gonna kind of quickly show you just a few of them. to kind of get the point across on your layout without having to take a bunch of extra stuff. And it's just easy. It's really, really easy. I take a nice variety of stickers that you happen to have, Christmas, you name it, all kinds of fun stuff. And so stickers are a very fast way. And again, I just grabbed a variety of different themes and types on here. Some I've already used up, some I haven't, some are brand new, some aren't. And it's a really good way to make an easy layout, a fast layout. The thing I like to take is some embellishments. Now, I have a couple of bags I just throw in just random embellishments. It could be the end of something. It could be, I have two almost very similar. These are some little odds and ends of embellishments. Sometimes they're little sticker pieces or, you know, just a little bits of everything. I did pull this one specifically because there's a lot of baby boy pictures, and so I have some baby boy wood pieces. And then here's, again, I have three bags, and I probably can condense this down to 2 bags now because I've used a lot of it up. These are kind of like my go-to, take to my crops, take to my events, and I just like to, I'm like, okay, I gotta use this up. It's a great way to kind of use your stash, and I just kind of throw a little bit of lots of weird stuff in here, everything from fun little stickers to flowers. Sometimes I replenish these things while I'm at a crop because somebody's like, hey, I don't want it anymore. Anybody want it? I'm like, sure, throw it in the bag, you know, and it's just odds and ends of fun little, you know, doodads. So like I said, I'll probably condense this down to be smaller bags, but when I'm ready for an embellishment of some kind, I just go to my bag, pull it out, and go to town. Now, as I go through, a couple other little things, I like to take some alphabet stickers because you never know when you're needing to have an alphabet sticker. So I'm going to take probably like 3 or 4 just pages. Don't really have to go with anything specific. Black and white are the go-tos because they're easy, but every now and then I'll throw in some other ones, or like these little fun words. They're just easy. So they may not have the kit with me anymore, but, or it may not, like this is all ghosts and stuff, but they're black alphas. It doesn't matter. Then I like to take kits. Now these are some kits with companies I used to work for. They're old scrapbook kits. They could be just a little bit of, they were all stuff that went together, and so I've kind of kept them in a together mode. Sometimes they have embellishments already with them, so it's really easy for me now just to grab these kits. Oh, this is a monster. This has got obviously Halloween. Look, this looks very Eastery. That's easy. Look, this is winter and Christmassy kind of. This is very spring. This one's also spring, but it's also got some shamrock. So there's some pages I have that are St. Patrick's Day, and there's green. So it's really easy to throw in my bag these kits, and then I can pull from them. And I already have things, and I have my embellishments on the side. So just to show you the other kits, I also have my Christmas kit. Lots of fun Christmassy ones in there. Here's another just fun spring one. This is one that's just kind of general, and it already has, like I said, because I've used this, something else already has some fun pieces in it. Here's a Valentine's Day kit. Now, I don't tend to pull from these kits very often because they're older kits, but when I'm trying to do fast pages, these are super easy for me to use. So it did take some time to kind of get these kits ready to begin with, or when I was done working with a specific kit in the past, I lumped it all together and then I stored it in a cubby. Like this is one that's all like dinosaurs and stuff. Super cute for little boy pages. And then if I feel like I'm never going to use this kit again, I'll offer it to the scrapbook group. I'll be like, hey, anybody want this? It's just tad bits left over. But it makes my packing really easy. All right, last couple things I want to take is solid color papers. It is really hard to go through and to take a whole bunch of individual sheets of papers because I have the kits. There may be some solids, but what I will also pack is just giant 12 by 12 stacks. So I have some that have a little bit of, I mean, this is just very solid colors. Here's a metallic one I pull from. Here's one that's got spotted dot, you know, it's just, they're all solid colors. Very, very easy to work with. I can cut these up. If I want to do double layouts, there's 2 colors that are identical to start a double layout. I don't have to hunt for one to find one that's a match. And then I did pull one that was just very simple background pages. There's not a whole lot going on. Some do, some don't. And then I keep the extra scraps just kind of tucked in here because you never know when you want another page. It does make my life easy just to grab these and go. The last thing I like to take with me, and this I got from a crop, I was there one day, is when you're wanting to push out in one evening or in a couple of days, you know, 20, 30 layouts, sometimes you get a little stuck in your head about what you want the design of the layout to be. So this one person came through, and I know the internet is there, but sometimes you go to places and the internet's really patchy, and then, you know, you open up your phone or you open up your computer, and if they have free Wi-Fi, oh, there's my Facebook, oh, there's, you know, my Twitter, oh, there's this, and oh, I gotta check my email. And then the next thing you know, you spent an hour on your phone, and you meant there to go work, not to play on your phone. And so this one lady was giving these away, and they've just kind of been my lifesaver, because if I get stuck in my head about what design I want to do, there are a whole bunch of really easy sketches, and there's double layouts, there's single layouts, there's even 8.5 by 11, which I don't do that size, but I can morph it to my size. And then on the back side, it has an example, like they're actual examples. So I keep this in my go-to crop bag, and I mean, look how many there are. There's a ton of them in here, and they're all layouts. They're all, and this was a scrapbook page maps. I don't even know how old this is, but it's been very handy to have. So this stays with me at all times. So between my tools, my embellishments, the pictures, my little handy sketch pad, my paper packs that I have organized, my matte stacks of paper, my 12 by 12 paper, bags of embellishments, I'm set to go. And I think I'm gonna only end up having to fill in about 3 bags. So I found some other couple of last minute things I wanna grab. I wanna grab an ink color of both sides. Not for stamping, I'm not even gonna mess with stamps on this particular crop. What I'm gonna use it for is just for inking the edges of papers. A variety of different brads, as I drop them off, just in case I need something to hold, tack something down, or I want to add a little flourish to something. I found some washi tapes that were kind of in the genre of what I was working with. These are ones that look like little tickets or just little words, be awesome today. You know, this one says my time. There's a whole series of them in here, and then just some basic washi. I literally just found this kind of tucked in a corner of a container that I thought was empty, so I'm gonna throw it in my stash. And then a ruler. Can't live without a ruler. The only other thing that I think I might take with me would be some baby wipes, just to kind of clean up. One other thing I would love to take is something to drink and some snacks. So my go-to for snacks would be chocolate, and my go-to for drinks would be some sort of fizzy water or something like that. So here are my bags all set and ready to go to walk out the door. So I have my scrapbook tote with all my supplies in there. Here is my, this bag right here is my embellishments that I have all in there. There is all of my scrap stack kits that I've kind of assembled for different themes. My tape runner, sorry, not my tape runner, sorry, my paper trimmer. And then in here I have my scrap stacks, my 12 by 12 scrap stacks. The last thing I have thrown in here, and you can't see it, is I have an extra bag. It's right there. So the reason why I have an extra bag is when I'm done with a layout, or I'm done with a series of layouts, where am I going to put it? Am I going to stuff it back in a bag with all of this? Am I going to stick it in here? I want a completely empty bag to put my completed 12 by 12 layouts. They don't get scratched or scuffed or anything. You could take one of those big iris totes, but they get to be kind of big and bulky, and this just simplifies it. Again, I'm just going from my car to the facility, back to my car, and I can do this in one trip. Thanks for stopping by and watching all the fun things I like to take with me when I go on my crop events. The other thing that I like to do is I like to wear easy stuff. I take a jacket in case it's cold there. I wear my yoga pants. I take my flip-flops or just my comfy Crocs. I don't go anything, no makeup, hair in a ponytail. Simple, simple. I am not there to dress up. I am there to relax, have fun, and just enjoy myself. Kid-free, have fun. That's all there is about it. So thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.